And we're finally back. Right, for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix helmet, this one is dedicated to Rishamau from 12.0 and Azure. And I know, after the lane, I should have done a guy, but since this is the final race of the season, I'm willing to bend the rules a little bit. As for R&D, can I do something? I can do this. Then chassis, I can do this. There we go, and that should be it for upgrades. Yeah, it is. As for the engine, I'm going to replace the MGK and the control electronics. And that is all I'm going to do because I'm willing to accept the great drop, but not starting last. As for the standings, Ferrari wrapped up the constructors up a few races ago, while for the drivers, there's only 1 point between me and Leclerc. In other words, who finishes ahead of the other is the champion. No pressure.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
And to the weekend. As for the messages, it's gonna be drawn for qualifying and for the race. Okay. Well, so in qualifying...
We're still in with a shot of this driver's title, and it all comes down to this. Now go out there and come back a champion.
Why am I starting in 4th? I know I shouldn't be complaining, but you saw that I qualified in 6th, and because of the penalty, I should have started 11th. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to question it. Anyway, for the strategy, one-stop strategy. Fuel is what it is. It's the final race. Let's bring the championship home. And it's 1 light, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And we're off in Abu Dhabi. Wait, but it's a fit. Oh, now I understand why. I understand why I started in 4th despite a penalty, because a lot more people actually got bird drop penalties. Now I get it. Anyway, into the hairpin that decided the 2021 championship. What are you doing, Fernando?
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Here comes Bottas. Okay, ooh, alright then. Side by side between Alonso and Norris. Here comes Bottas and Gasly as well. Okay. By the way, I actually do like the changes that they made at Abu Dhabi a lot. They make this track a lot less shit. It's Orlando. They make this track a lot less clunky to drive. Okay, Paris fast lap of the race. And that was lap number 1. And instead of Lando, there we go. Here comes Lando. I'm fighting for the championship, Lando, don't do this. Never mind, here it comes. There we go. Paris past lap of the race again. I don't think I can make the overtake. Maybe I can? No, I can't. Maybe now? There we go. Sorry for the bollards, but... Okay. There we go. In case you're asking, yes, I did hear the news about what is happening with NASCAR 23. For the ones who know what I'm talking about, essentially, Motorsports Games decided to divert most of the dev team that was working on NASCAR 23 to the IndyCar game. You're probably asking, what does this entail? Well, because of that, there's the very, very high risk that the NASCAR 23 game might not come at all this year. And always according to rumors, the game is still in its design phase, and the dev team right now it's in the single digits. And also apparently the NASCAR 23 is going to be made with the IndyCar engine, which in turn is made on the Kartcraft engine. And speaking of Kartcraft, I haven't personally played it and watched on a single video about it, but from what I remember, that game has at least a lot of potential. In other words, not a good situation for NASCAR 23. And then a lot of people are going to say, well, who cares about what is happening with motorsports games? We can just wait for somebody to make a car set for NR 2003. But here's the thing. NASCAR 23 is possibly the most important NASCAR game ever. Because of the failure of NASCAR 21 Ignition, there's a lot of things on the line right now. First off, the reputation of motorsports games. They have yet to prove that they can make a good game, and if the IndyCar game fails, then there's the very likely chance that the NASCAR game is going to suck as well. And that is something they cannot afford to do. And considering NASCAR themselves have been silently distancing themselves from the company, if they fail, then there's a very, very good chance that NASCAR could just rescind the contract entirely and find someone else. Okay. Ooh, almost close to Perez. The second thing is the future of NASCAR gaming, because if NASCAR 23 does come out and it's a failure, then what happens? What do we do? In the meantime, into the pits we go. I mean, we can't... Okay, Leclerc is ninth. Very, very good. Actually, you know what? I'll continue saying what I'm saying after I'm out of the pits. Fourth. Okay, Leclerc is pitting. And... Ui, okay. Nice slider, Gary. And in fifth. Okay. Sides to the pits, as is Russell and Lando. And Perez. Can we beat him? I think we can. Yep, we did. There we go.
tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
As I've been trying to say for like the entire last lap, if NASCAR 23 does come out this year and it sucks just as bad as Ignition, then what do we do? What happens? I know somebody... Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. I know 2003, but let me ask you this question. Can we really depend on a game that's turning 20 years old at this point? In my personal opinion, no, we can't. And third, well, I feel like the failure of NASCAR 23 is another PR black eye that NASCAR themselves cannot afford. I know NASCAR has to deal with much more serious problems, abysmal TV ratings, lack of attendance at the races, and most importantly, people believing that next gen car is going to kill someone. We are the champions. Okay, that is a very, very shit way to end the championship. But you know what? I'll take it. I really don't give a fuck. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Where is Sainz? Oh, there he is. Attention failure as well. Well then. It really couldn't have ended in a worse way for Ferrari. I mean, they got the Constructors' Championship, so they really don't care, but wow. Wow. A double retirement, are you kidding me? That is actually pretty embarrassing. Okay, safety car. Safety car. Which makes a lot of sense. And there's Leclerc. Let's just say, them having an exclusivity with a company that cannot afford to make good shit for nothing. In the meantime, there's Sainz. That can't do... Ooh, okay, here's the safety car. Okay, AITEX controlling 3, 2, 1, there we go. You know what? I'll say it after the safety car period is done. Okay, 2, 1. Alright.
Coming in this lap, we'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane.
Alright then. And back on the green. Now, can I finally say what I want to say? I'm aware that NASCAR has much more bigger problems to deal with, but let's just say that signing an exclusivity deal, because the contract with motorsports games is an exclusivity deal with a company that apparently can do shit right is not a good look. Especially in the field where NASCAR has been struggling for like a decade. And to be perfectly honest, I have a lot of NASCAR projects in the back burner, so even without NASCAR 23, I am good for this year, thanks. Alright. One lap to go. The final lap of the season and the final lap of the playthrough. Into the hairpin that decided the championship in 2021. And into the first DRS zone. Chicane. And into the second DRS zone. And into this hairpin. Under the bridge. Just a few corners left. And we are going to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And most importantly, we are the 2022 Formula 1 World Champions.
Yes! Yes! We've done it! That is the world champion right there. Well done!
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level at the very top is anything but simple. There's no catching them now then. We have a new World Drivers' Champion. They've done it then. Victory in the last race of the season and the championship as well. What a phenomenal end to a terrific Formula One season. Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was: speed. I know it sounds like an awfully reductive statement, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
And so, we are the winners of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and we claim the World Championship. Second is Perez, third is Norris, a McLaren 1-3, and then it's Verstappen, Russell, Alonso, Hamilton, Gasly, Magnussen, and Mick Schumacher rounds up the top 10. In the standings, we won the championship by 27 points. Before we wrap up the video, there's still one thing that I want to do that I didn't do in the last game. Well, that took a while, but here we are. There it is, the number 1. Okay, before we actually leave, there is something that I really want to do. Okay, Norris is not our team anymore, it's now Gasly. Okay, let's see. Norris has gone to Alfa Romeo because Bottas retired apparently. Gasly's a McLaren, Schumacher is a Williams. Stroll is AlphaTauri, Albon is at Aston Martin because Vettel retired. Then Ricciardo is at Haas, and Robert Schwartzman is at Aston Martin. Okay. Well, that was F1 22. And you have no idea how glad I am this thing is finally over. Okay, saying like this, it actually makes it look like that I hated this game, which is far from the truth. I did enjoy it, but I will admit that this career mode has been nothing but a disaster. Because if you remember in F1 2021, I actually increased the difficulty of the AI because I was afraid it was getting too easy. Well, for this game, if I didn't lower the difficulty, chances are I would have never won the championship, and I don't think I would have gotten in the top 3 either. And to be perfectly honest, even when I lowered the difficulty, I still didn't believe that I would win the championship. Place in the top 3? Maybe. Win the championship? No, definitely not. But we're finally done with this game. And I will say that I'm a little displeased with how I was forced to cancel all the projects that I had planned for this game. Especially the one revolving around that fake leak, which, by the way, I know I said this already, but if now even the Formula 1 games can get fake leaks, that scares me for the future. I said we were done with this game, but no, that's not the truth, because I promised an extra video showcasing all the supercars. Once that video drops next week, we're done with this game for real. But anyway, this has been it for this video and for this career. If you liked it, give it a like, and if you see more content like this, hit subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get it when the next video drops. I have nothing else to say other than see you on F1 23, everybody. This is Alpha, signing out.